Aloha! Welcome to Garden Tea. Garden Tea is a small little garden that goes along, you can follow me with the camera, it goes to basically that yellow flower there. It's a triangle shaped garden to the bamboo here and Tulsi. Now, right now it looks like a weed patch, but there are actually some valuable plants in here. The first one is Tulsi. This is an Indian herb. It's a great plant for eating. I don't eat it after until I wash it, but it makes a really good tea that's good for stomach and depression, a number of issues. You look up Tulsi on the internet and you'll see it's one of these magical cure-alls for everything, you know? So we have a lot of it. It actually grows here almost like a weed. So we do very well with Tulsi. And we actually want to make garden tea more of a Tulsi patch. Now the one thing nice about Tulsi is that when you have to replant it, you literally take sprigs and you can stick it in another area where you want to replant it, and boom, that's it. It grows. If you take off a few leaves, that makes it grow a bit better, a bit quicker, but it's that easy that you can take the leaves. So I just want to zoom in again one last time because we don't want to accidentally take that out. If you accidentally weed it out, then just stick it back in the ground. Break it up into smaller pieces, stick it into the ground, and you'll have no problem. Now, in the weeding of this, we want to get rid of plants like this. This is the cane grass. You can see this head. This is a young cane grass. The taller, more mature ones are in the background there, and we'll get to some of those. Those are in the background. So what I'm going to do right now is point out some of the plants, and basically the idea of maintenance is to weed everything else. We don't have to keep any of the other plants except for the ones that we really want to keep. And this is one of the ones we want to keep. Now you'll have to get in close. This is a citrus tree. You can see some of the thorns. It's a beautiful tree, some very sharp thorns. We're putting the thorny trees that we have along the border. And so it kind of acts as they grow as a natural fence. But this one, as you can see, is completely overgrown. So if you're weeding the thorny tree, you definitely want to use a comber. And gloves. You want to use thick gloves and comber and come in here. Any of the trees, we never weed whack around the trees. We never come with a machete around the trees, because if you do that, you end up killing the tree. And we put a couple of years into this. It's really horrifying when someone just goes, boom, enthusiastically and kill a tree. So we try with the comber, the curved knife tool, we weed around the trees. And that's basically the rule of thumb with all the trees that I'm going to show. Now, this plant here is Mexican sunflower. The old saying, a weed is a plant in the wrong place, is classic here. This is right now a weed. You can see they grow super quick, and it's grown too crazy. So we want to actually take this down, but you can see it's you don't even need a machete. It breaks like that. See, it just snaps like that. Like, very, very easy one to weed. So we want to clear all of this. That is machete or breaking it to clear that. Cane grass here. This is all cane grass. And in here, yep, that's weed as well. So this area here can be cleared out completely. These are all cane grass right here. These can all be cleared out. And that, I would say, would be more machete work. Now, yeah, that's good. We can go over on this side. So we're continuing along the border. This plant here, I have no idea what it is. But it is something we planted. It is a decorative. It makes a beautiful red leaf and flower, and actually looks gorgeous when it's ready. This one is one. I'm going to tie this string around it. But now, normally we put a pink string around the plants that we want to keep. This one here is one we want to keep. So again, you go around with a comma. Over here, I accidentally skipped one. This one here, it's got very small leaves, tiny leaves. This is called Djibouti kava. And this is actually a fruit. It takes a long time, many years before it starts fruiting. But when it does, it's a delicious fruit. Really is nice. Very, very sweet. So this is one. With the comma, we want to weed around it. Clear. Clear and bare. Now, coming along here, here's some weeds, which I don't know why they threw them there. But someone threw the wrong plant in the wrong location. And this is guava that they threw over here. So we want to remove all of that stuff away. Same thing, these ones in the background, all these Mexican sunflowers on the border, gone. And they can all go into the weed dumping zone that we use for keeping our compost. Now, you can see this one here. This is another Djibouti kava. And you can see the small, beautiful little tree, but you can see it's totally, because they grow so slowly, this is like 6, 7 years old. This is like about 8 months old. So you can see what happens. 8 months dominates over 6 years very quickly. So we always have to keep the weeds or the plants in the wrong place. We have to keep them down. So that is pretty much the idea for garden tea. Thank you very much.